Ronke was a smart young woman who lived in Esu, a village where people followed old rules. One of those rules said that a woman could not own land or property. When Ronke's father, Chief Olumide, passed away, she knew that his large estate should come to her, as she was his only child. But the village elders did not agree. They said the law was clear, only a man could inherit. But Ronke was determined to change that. She loved her father's land and knew he would have wanted her to have it. As Ronke got ready to meet the council of elders to fight for her rights, strange things started happening in her home. One night, as she sat by the fire, she heard whispers coming from the shadows. She looked around, but no one was there. The next day, a small fire started in the kitchen out of nowhere. Ronke was confused and a little scared, but she didn't want to believe anything strange was happening. Days went by, and the strange events continued. Her mother, who had been sad and quiet since Chief Olumide's death, said she saw figures in the yard at night. But when Ronke went to check, the yard was empty. Ronke began to feel like something was watching her, something she couldn't see. Ronke's determination grew stronger. She knew that her father's land belonged to her, and she would not let the council take it away. She started gathering her father's old papers, hoping to find something that could help her fight the law. While searching, she found an old journal hidden in one of his drawers. As she read it, she learned that the law forbidding women from owning land was not just a rule but a way to protect the people from a curse. The curse had been placed on the land many years ago by a powerful woman, angry that she was denied her inheritance. The land had once belonged to her, and when the elders took it away, she cursed it so that no woman could ever claim it again without terrible things happening. Ronke realized that the strange things happening in her home were connected to this curse. But Ronke wasn't scared. She believed that if she could understand the cause, she could find a way to break it. She sought out the oldest woman in the village, a wise woman named Iyabo, who knew many old stories. Iyabo told her that the curse could only be broken by someone who truly understood the land and was willing to make a great sacrifice. Ronke spent more time on the land, walking through the fields and talking to the people who lived there. She learned that the land had been passed down through generations, but the curse had always kept women away from it. Now, it was up to her to change that. As Ronke prepared to go to the council, the strange events in her home grew worse. The fires became larger, the voices louder, and the shadows darker. Her mother became ill, and Ronke feared the curse was trying to stop her from claiming what was rightfully hers. But Ronke didn't give up. She gathered her courage and went to the council of elders. She spoke to them with strength, telling them about the curse and how it was tied to the law that had kept women from inheriting. The elders were shocked but listened. They knew the old stories and realized that the curse could not be ignored. Ronke told them she was willing to do whatever it took to break the curse. She promised to protect the land and the village, just as her father had. The council hesitated, but they could see Ronke's determination and agreed to give her a chance. The night after the council meeting, the strange events reached their peak. A massive fire broke out on the estate, and Ronke rushed out to stop it. As she stood in the middle of the flames, She felt a presence around her, something old and powerful. She closed her eyes and spoke to the curse, promising that she would honor the land and take care of it. Suddenly, the fire went out. The air became still, and the voices and shadows disappeared. Ronke knew that the curse had been lifted. She had proven herself worthy, and the land was now truly hers. In the days that followed, peace returned to Ronke's home. Her mother recovered from her illness, and the strange events stopped completely. The Council of Elders officially gave her the rights to her father's estate, and Ronke became the first woman in Esu to inherit land. But Ronke didn't stop there. She worked to change the laws of Esu so that no woman would ever have to fight for her inheritance again. She made sure the land would be passed down fairly to all who loved it, no matter their gender. The people of Esu soon realized that Ronke was not just a fierce and intelligent woman, but a true leader, one who had saved them from a dark curse and brought light and fairness to their village.